how do you, 5 games in, how do you assess your play, and then maybe, even going back from the Georgia game to the Mississippi State game, how do you feel like you've taken lessons learned and applied it?
Oh, for sure. I feel like going into that game, just trying to prepare like I have the experience, but sometimes you got to get beat to learn. So from that game, I feel like I honed in on my craft throughout, like from Georgia week to Mississippi State. Just working on my habits. Taking a big step each week just to get better.
So what are those specific things that you feel like you have improved with your craft?
Just my be able to decipher, situations down the distance, and like my technique wise, like kicking, just knowing the game.
So Colton was talking about how when Joshua Josephs picked up that fumble and was taking it back, that he didn't see who it was, but he just ran down the sideline, like talking trash to the Mississippi State sideline. How much does that juice you up when your defense, you guys get in the end zone?
That's a big momentum, like going on the road, getting points on the board. Our offense, like usually they, they're on one, but that game, first road game, they was struggling a little bit. So it's good to have the defense pick it up, so we can all work together, just to get the dub.
Jalen McMurray emphasized how much confidence and trust they have in you after Georgia, after UAB. What is it like to have a defensive unit that continues to pour into each other so that you can perform how you did against State?
Oh, it's great, having we've been working on building each other since January, just working together, trying to, build the unit up to be the best in the nation. So to have everybody trust each other is going to take us a long way where we want to go.
Ty, nature of your position, you're probably going to give up a play every now and then. How do you not kind of beat yourself up mentally and kind of move past when something maybe goes against you?
That's just the part. That's what I signed up for. Being a DB, you just gotta, once a big play or a loss on the play, you gotta move forward and act like it didn't happen. Just move on to the next play. Coach Hype always talks about the most important play is the next play. So just getting rid of it, getting in the back of my mind, just move on forward.
Is that easy for you, or is it something you've developed over your football playing career? How have you kind of gotten to the point where you can move on?
When I first played DB, I was like big on that, down on myself if I got beat or even too up on myself if I made a good play. But throughout my career, just learning that's how the position goes. You just gotta move on.
What do you see from Jermod and staying engaged with you guys and also trying to work hard to get back on the field where he wants to be?
He's been putting a lot of work in training room, just trying to take it day by day. Even helping us up in the meeting room. Just on things he see and things he can help the room, so we can move on and be the best we can be.
Ty, at your position at corner in this league, they're gonna test you early. Do you psych yourself up every game? I mean, do you know that going in that they're gonna come after you early as a true freshman?
I mean, of course, we got a great corner on the other side of me, Corn Hood. So I already know they're gonna try the freshman every time. That's how I go in every game. So I mean, that's how you got to play the position anyway. You got to know it's coming to you no matter who we play, how we play. You got to know it's coming to you. You got to expect it.
Speaking of your position, on this team, your position group specifically has been ravaged by injuries. How have the leaders on the defense, not just your position, kind of brought your position group together to build your confidence up?
I feel like, starting from the spring, just the culture, our coach, E.T., set in the room, it's always next man up mentality, It don't matter who it is. So we got a lot of reps, from backups, just playing different things just in case. So just building off from that, just picking up from everybody else.
You mentioned Colton Hood a moment ago. What do you think it is about the way he plays or practices that's allowed them to kind of burst onto the scene this year?
Yeah, he's a pro, So, he got a lot. He already played in SEC before, so just his intensity in practice, how he plays in the game, is very inspiring to the whole team. He brings the juice every time, no matter what it is, tackling, covering, even celebrating, he just brings the juice to the team.
Last week there was that play in overtime. It looked like you almost had the interception. Did you get your hands on it at all?
Nah, I just gotta be better on reacting, just to make when the ball's in there, just make a play.
I think play after that, they rolled to your side. You reacted pretty well, came up, made the stop. Did you just kind of see that play coming early?
Nah, it's just like you said earlier, snap and clear is just, you know, holding on what the call was and just reacting.
I know you guys are focused on yourselves this week with the open week, but how much have you personally peaked at Arkansas at any of their games, anything like that?
Of course, you know, we just, you know, they honed on a lot of like how last year when, you know, it was a bye week too, so just extra film study, you know, never taking an opponent lightly, you know. We take every opponent as high as we should, you know, just coming out there, just studying them, you know, just working on our craft every week.
All right, thanks, Ty.
Thanks, Ty.
Thank you.